let's take a look into the components that Vue uses and what they are, how we can use them, and so on. Right now, I haven't really changed anything in our project, and we still have our About Us, our app, and so on and so on. But let's just, if you quickly just look at my screen, or you can also go to vue.js.org and the guide here. So get started, learn, and the guide, right? And then just scroll down to the components basics here. So we're just quickly going to see what Vue actually write about this. Components basically are what they call a reusable instance, or think of it as a block if it makes more sense to you. There's actually an indication down here, a icon, a picture, whatever you want to call it down here. That's trying to illustrate what that means, right? So if you think of this up here as the main one, this would be our app over here, our kind of the controlling element of everything. So like we would with HTML page, where we create a controller container element, so div ID container or something like this. And these down here for HTML people, this would be section, 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 and article, 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 and so on, right? So think of these as structured blocks that we can reuse wherever we want. And app is kind of the top level one. It cases everything, right? And then inside this, we could, for example, have a header component for navigation. We could have a one for footer, one for aside, one for content, and so on, right? So the structure about it. And inside again, we could have even more of these components. So printing out products. So for example, if you were a web shop, you would have the same view for products where you have an image, a text, a buy me button, a indication of the price, and so on. So you can create a component for that part alone, and then you can reuse this on multiple pages as well. So it's more about how we structure our code so it's smarter, clever, and reusable. And that's kind of what we want to do. But let's just quickly go through some of the things. Like here, they're just indicating that they just create a click button inside our instance, where once we click it, it's going to count, right? So it's doing a basic count, and that's what is indicated here. You click me, kind of like we did, I think, with the count button in our previous video. Very similar, we're not going to go through that specifically. And down here, they're just showing that we can reuse this component that has been created up here, this one clickety-click up here, where it's doing this and this and this. And they're just putting it in more than once. So they're just linking to the component here. And how they're doing that is in their HTML. They have the name button dash, counter here, and that's the name of the component up here. So we're assigning names to a component, and then we're telling the system when to use it. So we're just putting it in our HTML, our template, and then it's going to print it out alongside all the function that's with it, and the template, how it should look, and whatever, how it should show the interpolations and so on, right? With the button. That's how this works. Want to add 3 buttons? You just put it in 3 times. So here, between this block of code, that's how it works. But let's just clean up our thing over here. So we have components, hello world. Let's just right click, delete. Yes, move to trash, and let's just clean these out. So yeah, let's keep this about. And home, let's just do this. So it's just doing this script. And let's remove this. So we have template script, this, and similar here. And in our app, we are also going to clean this out quite a lot. So let's just do this. So we only have our template left. And we're going to remove everything inside the script as well. Not like that. Like so. So this is gonna kind of what we're gonna start from scratch from. Right now, my browser is giving me a huge error because it's looking for something. Let's find it. So I'm trying to import where'd it go? And let's just see what I possibly removed a little bit too much. So in our app view, we only need to remove the import here and the component. Let's leave the name of app so it knows where to look, of course, and data, we can leave that, we're going to use it. And just go up here, create a let's see if that works. Nope, that doesn't work. We're going to need a div and something here. So like just go test. So create a div up there and test, and did it work? It seems to be working again. So let's go down here. So it says test. So hopefully you get this right. So I just home.view empty. This one contains this one. I deleted the component in here, and in my app.view this is all I have left, and that's what you should have again for having a kind of a clean install of this. And that's what we're just gonna move forward, just creating a few components and testing how everything works in this one. So hopefully you have a test or whatever you wrote here and have your console open over here, so we have this one to check with all the time. And that's what we're going to go forward with, so see you in the next video.